Going live, going live, going live. You're live. I'm live. We're live. This is magical. Some crazy technology, and I'm live on the internet talking to you with my shaved head and this bright beam of light just pow. How you doing, guys? It's Tacoma Comics here. Crazy day. A lot of crazy things happening today. So my school is on a 2-hour delay tomorrow. It's Chinese New Year tomorrow. Gung Hei Fat Choi. Really happy. We're going to be celebrating all day long, eating great food. I'll be at school, but it'll be 2 hours shorter. So when I moved here from New York, right? Hey, Poor Man's Comics. I don't watch the Super Bowl, man, so I'm sorry you hear that. When I moved here from New York, it snowed like one day in the winter, and I went out and I started shoveling. Nobody else was shoveling their sidewalk. And in New York, like, you've got to shovel because that stuff will accumulate and accumulate and accumulate. And I was looking around, I'm like, nobody else is shoveling. Well, it usually warms up in like 10, 11 o'clock and everything melts. And so that's why nobody was shoveling. But since they don't get a lot of snow out here, they don't have a lot of snow trucks. All right, don't worry about it, bud. It is snowing. They don't have a lot of snow plows. They don't have a lot of salt trucks. So they close schools or delay schools for small amounts of snow. So this would be nothing back in New York, but my school is already 3 or 4 hours ago, they sent it out that they're going to delay tomorrow's opening. So I get to take my kids to school, get a short day, get to come home, help my wife finish cooking, and then we get to eat a massive Chinese New Year dinner. So we're all sorts of happy about that. So that was one cool thing that happened today and that's going on. Second cool thing, and this is like a little weird. I was chilling in Half Price Books this morning before I went to Costco. Costco opens at 10. I like to get there early because it's usually crazy. But Half Price Books is on the way. So I went to Half Price Books excuse me. Hey! No, please. Thank you, bud. Listen to your music, but don't sing your music out loud or go to your room. Kids, love them. So anyway, I'm looking through one side of the bins, and this guy is on the other side of the bins going. He looks at me. He's like, "Hey, this might seem strange, but do I know you from YouTube?" And it's like, oh my gosh, reality and virtual reality collide. I'm like, yeah, do you just watch my comic book? He's like, yeah, I watch your comic book show. I used to, because I've been selling a lot of my comic books, but he's like, I actually started buying Miss Marvel because of you. And I was like, wow, that's pretty darn cool. So it's just been a strange, cool day. A lot of cleaning the house. So I'm not Chinese, you might notice that. But as far as I understand the tradition of cleaning, the bad gods, the evil gods will look for a place to hide. And if your house is clean on the New Year and tidy, they can't find a place to hide. So I vacuumed, we cleaned, we moved everything about. Big Will, eating so won't comment much. I thought you said I'm eating too much to comment. You're eating. So I'll just talk a lot. You know, I can talk a lot. Good to have you, Big Will. I think I'm subbed to you, Big Will. Let me just double check. Hit the 3 dots. And then it says, I can't go to your channel while I'll have to check you out later, bud. Obviously, I'm subbed to my friend, Poor Man's Comics. So comic book hunting has been pretty darn good this weekend. You saw I did a haul Friday, so you can tell I've been busy. And I got a couple of things in here. I want some advice on. See what the chat and people out there have to say, because I got some things I'm not exactly sure if I got a good deal, and if I did, which way to go with them, because I got some pretty darn cool comics. So yeah, pretty excited. And I got 2 shows coming up soon. Probably later today I'll record my pick of the week. I like to get that done before Monday, so I'm pushing it. But it takes a while to read all those comics. You know, people who get their reviews out Wednesday just blow me away. I can't do that, man. But I do have pick of the week coming out. And then if you remember Poor Man's Comics, he had this great show, 3 half-hour parts, where he did his whole Adam Hughes collection. I'm going to do a slideshow of every Stephanie Hans covers that I want. I only have maybe 10% of them. I'm not going to get everything she's drawn in. I've decided to focus on every cover she's done. And so I'm going to kind of put that out there and sort of hey, if you have one of these, I'd be loving to buy it from you, trade with you, or if you want to give me an A-OK, that's A-OK. Dorky joke. I can't believe I made that joke. So yeah, that's the big thing today. Oh, and Chelsea, man, after losing 4-0 to Bournemouth on Wednesday, they came back yesterday. I went down to the pub, 5-0. I mean, it's Huddersfield, but they destroyed. So yeah, APMC. That's you asked me to send you the link. I didn't actually have it yet. When I make that video, you can watch it. But I'll make sure I send you a copy of the actual slideshow. What I'm going to do is I'm putting them all into a PowerPoint. I'm just going to press play on the computer and play it and record over it. So that'll be the way I can keep track of it, plus do a video. All right, we're here for comics, so let's check out some comics. Yes, I'm already sending stuff to JP and Pope. I'm sending it to JP, but I guess he's meeting Pope there and a bunch of other people, and he's already said, "Send me whatever you want, and I will I will get it signed for you." So I'm trying to be judicious in what I get signed. I'm also trying to save up to get. Oh, if you could, that would be amazing, dude. That's going above and beyond. Thank you. Yeah. For those of you watching this and not reading the chat, APMC was going to send me an A-Force 1 variant that Stevie Hans did, and he just offered to get it signed. So, Tacoma Comics thumb up right there. So yeah, anyway, I might get a commission from her. She charges $350, and my PayPal is about half that. And every time an auction gets near, I end up buying things. So if I can get close to that before her commissions close, I may get a commission sketch from her. If not, I'll have some money in my PayPal towards big books. Anyway, I found this in Half Price Books. So the deal at Half Price Books right now is if there is no sticker on, it's just half off cover price. So this dumb thing was $2.50. They have 2 copies of the True Believers Old Man Logan #1, the dollar reprints, for $5 each. I don't know. Is there something special about the True Believers, or is Half Price Books just out of their mind? Somebody please tell me. I'd like to know. So anyway, I got that. I've already got 1 copy of this signed. I'm going to give to my friend Jesse. And then I might be meeting Bendis next Saturday at a comic book shop in Vancouver. He's doing a signing for Young Justice and Naomi, both of which are really great reads, by the way. And so I'm going to take my sons down there. I've never been to Vancouver, Washington, not Vancouver, British Columbia. Hey, guys, can you just do me a favor and a little bit quieter? Thank you. So I may, by the way, Nicholas, you want to grab your sketchbook? I'll show people your Clone Troopers. Nicholas has been knocking out of the park with Clone Troopers. So anyway, I'm going to meet Bendis, bring my kids down there. We've never been to Vancouver, Washington. It's what you pass through on the way to Portland, Oregon. But got this one. I don't know why this is alone on its own, because I got a whole stack of them. But I got this one. I like the Lemire run, and I love Jordi Belair's colors and Greg Smallwood's art. So it's really excited to finish this off. As you'll see later, I grabbed a few of them, and it turns out I have 3 of the ones that I grabbed. So I'll have some extra to stuff boxes with. I found this the other day, and I was just trying some, like the other day, like 3 months ago. Just 1 second, buddy. And I decided what I was going to do was read some new comics I'd never heard of. And so I actually like the story. The reason I got it is because Stan Sakai shouted this out. Atlas and Axis is about 2 dogs on an adventure in an anthropomorphic world trying to find a woman who got stolen when her village got raided. And they had the other ones, but I wasn't going to pay that much money for them. Apparently they are, it's a French comic originally, but I said, just be patient. And this is a good lesson to all of you guys. Be patient. Number 2, 50 cents today. Number 3, 50 cents today. Number 4, 50 cents today. So pretty excited to read those now that I've got 4 in a row, and I was proud of myself for being patient and waiting. I kind of watch, I watch the bins and Half Price Books a lot, and I wait to see things. And if it's a filler run that I want or a not super popular book, I usually know I can wait and that they'll drop the price. They do have the dates put on the price sticker, so the guy who does the comics there can go through quickly and pull stuff to go to the discount bins. So Just wanted to show this off. My son has been drawing clone troopers recently. Hey, here's Nicholas. You want to come in the video? That's Nicholas. He is 9. This is Commander Fist, and he's got Liefeld beat on feet already. And ooh, I haven't seen this one. Did you add color to it?
I added a little bit more color.
Okay, so this is a new and improved Commander Stone. Really like those gold accents or light brown accents. Those are cool. These are all clone troopers. That's just some bleed through. Commander Bleeding Fox. I can't draw at age 47 even close to this good. My boys really practice a lot. Who are these? This is Commander Hotspot and Captain Whiplash.
This is not Whiplash. This is the Whiplash Trooper.
Oh, it's a Whiplash Trooper. It's not Commander Whiplash. Sorry for getting that wrong. And this is supposed to be like a shield behind his head. A visor?
Yeah, it's
a visor. It just didn't quite work out the way he wanted, but still pretty good. And this is the latest one.
That's not the latest one.
Oh, that's not. There's more?
I want more after that.
Oh, dude, you're busy. Ooh, I like this one too. This one we saw yesterday. And thank you, APMC. I appreciate it. Is there one more? There's 2 more. Ooh, we got some sideways stances.
Yeah, but I want after this though.
And we got one
That's
more.
Whiplash.
Oh, that's Whiplash again in a different view. And oh, look, a little bright orange there.
That's
that
exactly, yeah, that's it. I haven't
Cool.
exactly finished that one though.
Okay, we'll go work on it. Good job, buddy.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, proud papa. My other son is over there filling out character sheets for D&D because too many people joined his D&D club. Thank you, Big Will. And so they all want to play. First time he made character sheets and they said, oh, we want to make our own characters. The second time they started to make characters and it took too long. So he's making the characters for them so they can go through his dungeon. Proud dad of some geeky boys. Dungeon Masters and Clone Trooper artists. I've never seen this comic before, but they had 2 copies at Half Price Books, and it just looked really cool. And it was 25 cents or 50 cents, and it's like a fancy paper cover, and then the back of it is like an envelope. It's really cool, and it says Night Stalkers Part 1, Ghost Rider Part 2, Darkhold Part 3. Morbius Part 12, number 12 Part 4. So it's like issues and parts of issues. Midnight Massacre number 40 Ghost Rider. So I just thought it was so incredibly cool, like the cover for 25 cents. I went to a different shop and I saw this for $7, and then they had a signed one for like $10. And this other shop is kind of weird. It used to be just a shop where they sold like Pokemon cards and all sorts of role-playing games and stuff. My kids would go there to play Pokemon, and the guy who owned the shop built these massive tables for World of Warcraft or Warhammer, and he built miniatures and everything. It was just a really cool store. But I guess like financially it kind of hit hard times, so he took that out of the equation and he merged with another store that was like a sports card and memorabilia store. They have some comic books, so I stop in there from time to time, and they've got their comic books all over the place. They've got some really good issues, priced just right, too much for me. You've got some really, like I said, nothing issues. This is a 50-cent bin issue charging $3. And then they had some really good deals, which I will show you later. So back to Half Price yesterday. I've wanted this series for a while. They were $1 each. There's 1. There's 2. There's no 3. There's 4. There's 5. There's 6. There's 7. 8. 9. 10. 11. And 12. But like I said, no number 3. Really ticks me off because I really would have liked to see the whole thing. I've been trying to get them for a while. I like this one. It's like, let's throw Luke Cage and I can't remember his name. Nathaniel, what's the guy's name? Quicksilver. Thank you. I couldn't remember his name for a second. Quicksilver, right? Yeah, I don't know why I couldn't think of that. There's one here that I wanted to point out. Is it the first one? Maybe it's the first one. Oh, no, it's not. There's one that looked kind of like so this one, we don't want your kind around here. And then what does it say here? I got to read it backwards. My husband and I choose to live here, and we're here to stay. So this is sort of reminiscent of the opening to Tom King's Vision series, The House Back There, and people. It wasn't as confrontational, straightforward as this, but it's the same idea. So I kind of like that. I don't know. Hey, Gray Man. I don't know what that's all about. All right, before I go on, I know most of the people in here, but I want to shout out two channels. I want to shout out Comic Book Gallery because he's been shouting me out a lot. He's got a great channel. You should go check him out. Some really good content there. Then I also want to shout out another great channel that just started. JP is Budget Collecting. This guy's got like 50, 60 subscribers. You've got to watch his stuff because every Saturday he drops a video where he takes the top 10 list, like top selling comics and like increased value, or I don't know, the CBSI top 10 list. And he looks at those comics 6 months later. So next Saturdays will be, 6 months ago. And it's just really eye-opening. It shows what holds value and what doesn't. And for the most part, what doesn't hold value, good job, Gray Man. What doesn't hold value is comics that like were hot variants but had nothing else to them, like hot incentive variants that had nothing else to them. And now, I mean, I say just like everybody else, if it's a comic you want, get it, right? There's nothing wrong with that. But if you're looking to get stealth buys or buy things of value or buy something that you think will go up, it gives you pause when you look at the stuff that he has. I mean, he'll show you the stuff that's rising and the stuff that's held value and the stuff that's settled out and the stuff that's just plummeted. And it's just, I've never seen a channel or not a channel, a video series like it. So I just thought it was really cool. I wanted to give both those guys a shout out. And that is Comic Book Gallery and JP is Budget Collecting. So this was the first of the really interesting books. And I got this at that store, the not half price books. I got this one at the, hey, Just Rican, how you doing, sir? I got this one at the sports memorabilia / role-playing game store. This is Iron Man 33, 15 centers. So I think that puts it in firmly in Silver Age. There's not much special about this. I mean, I looked it up in Key Collector, and it's considered one of their keys. If something happened, but for a comic that's been going on that long, since the 70s or the 60s, most of the early issues will be keys for some reason. But what I liked about this, it was only $15. Or $10. I liked two things. The colors just pop on this, right? And that's a phrase we use a lot. You look, there's like really 3 different color schemes with this like bright explosion in the middle, and they really stand out strong. And I mean, these pages are white to off-white. Maybe you could say they're yellowing right around the edges, but for a comic that came out in 1970, this comic is older than I am. I am grayer than this comic. I am off-whiter than this comic. My wife would laugh because she's always making fun of how pale I am. But yeah, I mean, it's in really nice condition. There are tiny ticks, but they don't even go across much. I don't even know that I would get this pressed because I don't know they would improve it much. If you could find one of those cleaning agents that's supposed to clean stuff without destroying it, it might pull up some of the darkness on the white. There's a little smudge there, but I was super happy with this. I mean, I thought it was really good. Yeah, that is a cool way to do layout, right? Because most stories are 3 acts, right? If you read the story, so to kind of lay out each of those 3 acts on the cover, I think is pretty good. So not going to fit here. Got to get a Silver Age. I don't know if that's going to destroy it or not. Yeah, I'm going to wait till I get a Silver Age board and bag for that. And I'll go buy a pack of Silver Age bags for like 6 comics. So yeah, really, really super happy about that. Kind of nice. I like to have a smattering of older books, even if they're things I'm not collecting. Like I collect Uncanny X-Men, so I like to have all of those. Yeah, so much now, Gray Man. The covers don't tell the story; they just have something flashy or cool on that people hope will sell for the art itself, and it's one way to do it, I guess. All right. What the heck? What the heck was this one? I don't remember this one. This was, this is like $2.50 at half price. Oh, sorry, it's out of order. But this is cheap at half price. This is one of the minor keys from this Infinity Wars thing they did recently. So I picked that up. I picked 2 more up. This one I thought was really cool. Infinity Countdown Prime. And so this is a great example of what you're talking about, Gray Man. Don't know. I mean, Wolverine and a stone. I guess that tells a story, right? So this was the introduction issue. This is a variant, first print, Adi Granov variant. So popular artist, really. I think Adi Granov does people really well. I love his Princess Leia. I've shown that off before. But what I liked about this is if I have this right, and I might not have it right, so I'm going to check on my phone. Sorry about not having knowledge infinitely in my head. So I did have it wrong. Infinity Wars 3. This one is when they did that weird mashup. It's the first appearance of Weapon Hex, which is X-23 Scarlet Witch matchup. Ghost Panther, Ghost Rider, Black Panther, Arachnite, which is Moon Knight and Spider-Man, Iron Hammer, which is Iron Man and Thor, Soldier Supreme, Captain America and Doctor Strange. First appearance of the Wolverine Emma Frost, which I don't give a name to that crossover, and the dupe Deadpool. So this is the first appearance of that kind of mashup thing they tried to do. It's kind of cool, right? Nothing great. I also found Infinity Countdown #1. This is not a variant. The reason I got this one, you know how Groot is always saying, "I am Groot. I am Groot." I'm probably not doing a very good Groot. But in this one, the Guardians encounter Wizard, and the Wizard says, "Grow strong like you once were at the beginning of your tale." There's a blinding flash of light, and then, for the first time ever, Groot speaks. So I didn't know much about Guardians, and I kind of dug Groot like when I saw the movies. So I thought that was pretty cool. It's a great page. White Wolf. If it's not Gray Man, they missed something there, and the writer should be fired. So Groot forgives the gardener, but Groot will never allow the perversion of his limbs to wreak unintended havoc upon this or any other world. So yeah, as far as I know, well, not as far as I know, that is the first time Groot speaks, other than saying, "I am Groot," which I think is pretty darn cool. This one is neat because, and my son disputes this, so he has every right to. He might be right. But supposedly in this book, and I'll try to find the page for you, let you guys make up your own mind. Of course, it'll take me forever to find it. But in this Countdown Prime, which has a finger smudge, black covers are so easy to get finger smudges on. Oh no, I'm down to 1 viewer. I've bored everybody. Maybe somebody will watch this on the rewind. That would be cool. So let's see what's happening here. Wolverine and Loki are fighting. They both attack each other to prove to each other that the other person is real and not fake. Here it is. Captain Marvel, Monica Rambeau, Marvel, and then on the edge here, that is supposed to be DC Shazam, because they talk on this page about alternate realities. So, hey, I appreciate the chat, Gray Man, so don't worry about it. They can come back if they want. Maybe halftime's over. I don't know. I don't know how those games work. So anyway, there's that cool page in there. I don't know what's going on. Now here's the deal. Here's the big one. That shop that I talked about that has some underpriced and some overpriced comics. They had a comic I looked at yesterday, and I pulled it out and I thought about it and thought about it. It's listed at $30, and then I noticed it had, "Hey, Nate Chow." Sounds like a familiar name. Nate. Oh, I have a son named Nathaniel. He doesn't like going by Nate. What is his last name? Chow Miller. Is that you, Nathaniel? Is that you sitting over there on your phone in my chat? I'll bet it is. I'm telling a story here, bud. So anyway, they had it listed at $30, um, and I just thought it was too much for the condition it was in. But it's a book I've really wanted, and it did have writing, like ink writing on, which may come off. I don't know. This is like the first book I would ever consider actually getting professionally cleaned. I went back and I looked at it today, and I told the guy, this book is bringing me back. And he actually still had it out. They hadn't put it back in the box. And he said, "Hey, since you came back for it, I'll give it to you for 20." And so I was already going to buy it for 30, but because he gave it to me for 20, I was like, boom, I got it. Mr. Miracle #1 by Jack Kirby. First appearance of Mr. Miracle and probably some other people. Not Big Barter. She does not show up until issue 4, which I believe is unfortunate. I am taking this tape off right away, man. It scares me to see tape like that just hanging out, So I'm just going to put that on the edge of the table here. Really scares me. So let's take it out and look at it. It's not in the best condition, but I think it is in better than $20 condition. So the colors are definitely faded. The spine, it's ticked. It's worn there, but the staples are totally intact. Not even any rips. So here's the thing. I'd agree with you, Gray Man, because it's, walking through it. There's no rips, nothing cut out. I mean, this is, again, off-white to white pages, but right here on the C, 1-22. Now, that might be something that can be cleaned up, faded away. I don't know. I'm dropping it. I don't know much about the cleaning process, but, I mean, and again, Key Collector Comics, I got to talk about them for a minute. The way they rate comics is they don't put every expensive comic. They put every comic that is a key, right? So that's why they're called Key Collectors. So let's just look up Mr. Miracle. Mr. Miracle 1971. Issue #1. So the way, so that's how they choose their comics, right? Is they actually have to be a key issue for some reason. The way they get their prices, I understand, is if they take an average of the eBay sold prices for a comic. So for a high price, they're looking at $280. For a high grade, they're looking at $280. I assume this is grades. For mid grade, $90, and for really low grade, $25. I don't think this is really low grade unless that little pen mark 1-22 brings it way down. I really think this is in that mid-grade range. So I'm thinking I got a good deal on it. I don't know for sure. Who knows? I'm pretty happy with it though. I mean, I didn't know much about Mr. Miracle until I read Tom King's recent run, which is great. But I've got all 3 #1s from like the 80s run, from the new run. 58 for 1.8. Okay, well that beats a 1.8. I mean, this I'd say is like a 4 or a 5. So yeah, I think so, Grayman. Thanks for doing that research for me. I appreciate it. All right. Nothing major in the rest of the book, so I'm going to knock these out a bit quicker because I got 2 more videos to make, and I'm trying not to do those other 2 live. Trying to give some people some edited content that they can watch without all the ums and ums in between. I'm collecting Astro City. I think after issue 52, it's going to go to 150. So there you go. I think I did it. I think I did it right. I'm filling in the back issues on this. After issue 52, they're going to like graphic novel format, which is something Lazarus is doing too, and it'd be interesting to see if other ones do it. This one, I don't know, $5. It's ticked to all heck. Well, not all heck, but I mean, there's some ticks on it. This will probably end up in an auction, is my guess. 4055, 5075. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna put it at the 40 or the 50 level, and if I can clean it up a bit, maybe get it pressed, I might be able to raise it to that 60 level. I'm happy to have it. I'm gonna read that one tonight for sure. I know I got some schoolwork and some videos to do, but that's gonna be top of my pile. Pretty cool. So also, whenever I see these prices, I get 10% off half price books because I'm an educator. So it makes everything a little bit, not that one, that wasn't from half price, but this one, I just dug this cover. I'm not into this run. It was listed at $5, but it's David Finch, and I'm going to see David Finch at Emerald City so I can get a signature on this. I think that's a sick cover. That is the seventh variant. So variant number 7 for Moon Knight 200. I love that cover. That's really pretty cool. And the rain there, Doom, you ever watch this? I know you're down with rain covers. Hope you have that one. Found some other, and this is where I might make a nice little auction pile. We've got X-Men 216. I got that for $1. 220, got that for $1. And then a little 219 action, got that for $1. I got that other Ghost Rider we were talking about, 25 cents. And then to go with my novelty comics is Scorch Too Hot to Handle. Find out from Archie Comics Group in The Adventures of Kool-Aid Man. Dun, dun, dun. Kool-Aid Caper Sweepstakes Edition. I like this stuff. For a quarter, it's fun to have. Goes well with my New Kids on the Block comic books. I don't know how many of these I pick up and pass on, but I like getting the different colored ones. So there's Ninja. Oh yeah. Big Will, you're on the same wavelength as me. Good job, man. Good job. So there's that Ninja, a number 1. I've had hundreds of those come through my hands. So when I get these, right, I got to decide, is it worth like spending the time? Sorry about that glare. Spending the time getting the sticker off on these shiny covers. It definitely is. For first appearance of Talisman on Alpha Flight number 19, the rest of it's in pretty good condition. I'll take that for first appearance. I'll take a little hair dryer and lighter fluid work. Now this is pretty cool. I showed you that 14 I got the other day. So unfortunately, I found out I had some of these, but I like the Lemire run. There is Moon Knight number 6, 50 cents. 50 cents, not 25. Moon Knight number 7, which I should have checked. I have. Moon Knight number 8, which I have. Now I got doubles. 9 and 11. So 7, 8, 9, 11, I think are all doubles. But I'm missing 10. There's 12. I already showed you I got that 14. And I really like this cover. That 13. I think these are some just great covers. I read like the first trade paperback. Really great storyline. So pretty cool. Green Lanterns. Hey, 50p for a Green Lantern. That's pretty nice, especially if there are issues that you wanted or good issues. I'm trying to fill out this run. There's Fraction and Aha's, David Aha's Hawkeye with Hollingsworth on colors, I believe, or letters. This is annual number 1. This I got just so I could fill up a box at an auction. I've got 2 copies of this, and I've got a second printing of this, but I just love that cover. That is the way the cover comes. That is not like a crease or anything. And I'll throw a Vision number 3 in a box at some point. It's my 3rd copy in a row of first appearance, first cameo Sanya. I think 6 is the first appearance. This is the 3rd number 5 I found in 2 days there, but number 6 just was creased up and wasn't worth it. Sorry, was creased up and wasn't worth it, even for 50 cents. Moon Knight number 5. And then finally, Hawkeye number, 16. So I got about half of these Hawkeyes. I started reading them. Number 1, I got signed by Fraction. So I'm pretty happy with that. It's a really good read, so pretty cool. Yeah, that's about it, guys. So like I said, it's been a busy weekend. I went out to Costco and Safeway. Wife went out to some of the Asian markets, came back, and she went out 4 hours ago, and I don't know where she is now. She had to do some more shopping for Chinese New Year because my kids were apparently not being the best sports after the second shop, but that's just the way it goes. And that's about it, right, Nathaniel?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, thanks for staying with me, guys. Gray Man, Big Will, Nate, Poor Man's Comics. Who else was in here? Just a Rican. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Appreciate you guys all being here. Like I said, look out for You Weren't Being a Pain, Just Your Brother. I got 2 videos drop in later. Pages, Films, and Plastics. This always happens. Somebody comes in at the end of my live show. So here you go. Blank, blank. Hawkeye 16, 50 cents. Moon Knight 5, 50 cents. Star Wars 5, first appearance of Sana, 50 cents. Vision number 3, 50 cents. Hawkeye 8, 50 cents. Hawkeye Annual number 1, 50 cents. Lemire's Moon Knight 13, 50 cents. 12, 50 cents. 11, 50 cents. 9, 50 cents. 8, 50 cents. 7, 50 cents. 6, 50 cents. Alpha Flight, first appearance of Talisman, 19, 25 cents. Ooh, I just realized there's water damage at the bottom. Gonna throw that out. Not worth it. Ninjok number 1, 50 cents. Kool-Aid Man, 50 cents. Ghost Rider, 50 cents. I'm getting there. Dollar X-Men, 219. 220 was $1. 219, which I like because Storm finds out that she's not a killer. 220, that was $1. This really cool David Finch Moon Knight, $5. X-Men 216, $5, probably worth about $5 because it's got some ticks, but somebody may really want this for their collection. Astro City 42, and then $20. Mr. Miracle number 1, in pretty decent shape. Got this writing there. We got some ticks. Our staples are super intact. Our pages are intact. Little bit of fading here, no chipping. We're really, really psyched. We've decided, Big Will, Gray Man, and I have decided that I got a freaking great deal on this for $20. Infinity Countdown Prime, perhaps a cameo of DC Shazam. Infinity Countdown number 1, all the mashup characters they did with Marvel characters together. Yeah, that's what I say. That's what we say. Like I was reticent to say holy crap because sometimes you say holy crap and then we're just like, but I think on for slab. I don't slab books. That might be one just because of its age and that I want to preserve it, but I'm not a big slab guy, so I'm not sure. I got another. I'll take it. I will look. They've got the first black suit Spider-Man for $60, which seems to be about the right price. So like some of their stuff is right on. This is the first time Groot speaks words other than I am Groot. That's a blank bag and board. Got this Iron Man that's in super shape. It's not a bad word. I got no problem with people who do slab. I just don't feel the need to slab, but like I said, because it's an older book that I want to preserve, it might be something to slab. Hey, Doomsday. I'm on the rewinds now, so I can show my books again, but I'm not going to show them a third time. So I'll just back up a little bit, show you the highlight of the collection. We got a Mr. Miracle #1 for $20. In pretty good condition. Worst thing about it is a little bit of writing there. Then we got this Iron Man 33 from 1971, a year later than the Miracle. This one's in beautiful condition, really nice, strong colors. This, I think I got it for $10 yesterday. So I was really psyched with this. I thought that was a really good price. Now I got to find a Silver Age bag and board. And let's zip through the rest. Vision and Scarlet Witch, I got the whole set except for #3 is missing somehow. Don't ask me how. They had somebody needed #3 or somebody couldn't find #3 when they sold them. I don't know, man. Missing #3. Pages, Films, and Plastics subbed. Me or somebody else? I don't know. But anyway, thanks for subbing, people. That's pretty cool. Boom and boom. It's a pretty thick book for #1. I got another copy of that Ghost Rider. It looks really cool. I got these Atlas and Axis books, which are kind of cute reads from Titan Comics. I was saying, patience paid off. I was waiting for these to go down in price because I got the first one. I liked it, but I didn't want to pay $4 or $3 each for these. And to Doomsday. Well, good. Doomsday Comics, good channel. The whole reason I got them was because Dan Sakai said, get this. And then, there's Moon Knight 14. I could look it up. Does anybody know how far Lemire's run goes? Is this it? Because it says Death and Birth Part 5 and 5. Finally, Mark has arrived at the mental hospital where his story began. Khonshu is waiting. So I have no idea, but I'm pretty psyched for that. And what is this one? I don't even remember what I got. Oh, I got this because I was giving my other one that's signed by Bendis to a friend, and I might see Bendis this weekend, so I'll get this one signed. I don't know, when did the Super Bowl start? Football is usually 3 hours. Super Bowl is usually 4. I do not own a comic store. My wife would love me to become a comic store. I am doing I am auctioning off comics on All About Comics Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, 6 p.m. my time. And I don't own a comic book shop. Sometimes it feels like it, but I'm sure you guys are all the same. I am, what's it called? Yeah, I am auctioning off Saga #1, 3rd printing, and 2 other early Sagas, 2nd printing. Auctioning off the Reborn set 1 through 6. And I'm going into some firepower this Wednesday. I am bringing first appearance of Miles Morales, first appearance of America Chavez, first full appearance of Darth Lucian's gotten some good stuff. I've sent him some hooks. First appearance of, what else is in that? Monica Rambeau, and one other first appearance that I'm putting in that lot. America Chavez, Miles Morales, first full appearance of Kamala, and first Monica Rambeau. So I guess that's, and first Cindy Moon. So that's a nice lot that I'm putting in there. So I'm trying to save up for some stuff. Yeah, you know what, Gray Man? It's going to be tough, shipping across the Atlantic. You got to find some Europe-based people that want to do some of these auctions and get on it. I have a #1 Wolverine, but I'm not parting with it. Do you mean in his ongoing or in his or in the original limited series? While you answer that question, I have a message. It may be from my wife. I just want to check. Sometimes her messages come outside, help me bring in the shopping. Yeah, I'm on my way home. Please come out to help unload car. So I got to end this in like 2 minutes.
More like me and Nicholas.
She sent the text to me, buddy. So anyway, wrapping that up. Thank you, Gallery. Hey, watch us on the rewind. I got you a shout out. Told people to sub you up, Gallery. So I got your back, brother. Doomsday, I ordered one of those boxes from Spider-Man booth, and the grand prize this week, or the week that I ordered, was the first Wolverine from the first limited series, #1 slabbed. I might sell that and use the money to buy 2 or 3 of them raw. So I let you know. Hey, there's another text. That means she is outside right this moment. I do have to go, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I really appreciate it. Watch my channel. I got, Nate should bring them all in. I got, what, what inning? I got some videos dropping. I love you all. Thanks for the support. Sub each other up and take care.